$1 million. Who here wants $1 million? Show of hands. Is it nobody else wants? Nobody else? Everybody doesn't want $1 million? It's not enough. All right. Good evening. My name is MGrimes. I'm going to be talking about higher education. Okay. So $1 million. What does that mean? Basically, that is the difference, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, between a lifelong income of a high school graduate versus someone with a bachelor's degree. Okay. As students in a post-secondary institution, we're already on that first step to making that extra $1 million. Okay. This has been a long journey for me. Started out back in 1999 out of high school. I went to college. I found that my major wasn't exactly what I thought it was. It didn't agree with me. I didn't like it. So I did the only logical thing and I dropped out. Okay. I have been living paycheck to paycheck ever since. A few years ago, I made a choice to change the way I've been living my life. I decided to go back to school. I knew this was an easy choice for me because I knew the benefits of what college education could bring me. College graduates have higher earnings, they tend to have a better quality of life, and experience a higher level of success and opportunity. Let's first look at the work-life earnings. The U.S. Census Bureau developed a way to estimate the earnings over the course of a work life known as the Synthetic Work-Life Earnings Estimate, or SWE for short. This estimate places a value on the amount of money a person will earn in a particular with a particular education level in a particular field. For a high school dropout, the expected earnings for a work life is $1,099,000. That sounds like a lot of money, but it pales in comparison to the rest of the education levels. For a high school graduate, the SWE is $1,371,000. For a graduate with a bachelor's degree, that sum jumps to $2,422,000. And if you're lucky enough to have a PhD, you're going to be making over $3.5 million during the course of your lifetime. While these numbers may seem extreme, very, very large, that is over the course of your entire work career. This here is the median weekly incomes of different education levels. You can see here, less than a high school diploma, you're making $472 a week on average. With a high school diploma, you're making $651. A bachelor's degree, you're at $1,108, and someone with a PhD is making over $1,600. That is on the right side of this chart. On the left side is the unemployment rates for those same education levels. You'll notice at the very bottom, less than a high school diploma is experiencing 11% of unemployment. This is back in 2011. Whereas someone with a doctoral degree is only at 2.2%. So the unemployment rate is actually related to your education level. The higher your education level, typically the lower the unemployment rate will be. Let's now look at how college graduates have a better quality of life. According to the book Education in College, college graduates have longer lifespans, better access to health care, more prestigious employment, greater job satisfaction, higher voting rates, more self-confidence, and greater economic stability and security. Most people wouldn't normally associate a longer lifespan with a higher education level. Typically, people relate that to your family history, your health ethic yourself, how well you take care of yourself. But people who have a higher education level typically work in more professional type environments. These professional environments typically offer more health insurance, better health insurance options. The better options then translate to increased medical awareness. And many of these healthcare options have wellness programs associated with them, making the person healthier and therefore increasing their lifespan. This slide shows, my apologies for how blurry it is, but this slide shows that the percentages of individuals offered health insurance by their employers. High school diploma in 2001 is at 55%, whereas the bachelor's degree, there's 69%. And this trend has been going downwards, as you can see, for the last 20 years. This is pre-Affordable Care Act, so this is a little dated, but these are your statistics that you're going off of. College graduates also tend to be more economically stable. This may seem more apparent due to the increase in earnings through education levels. This slide shows all the households in 2011, the percentage of graduates with a bachelor's degree had only a 5% unemployment rate, whereas someone with less than a high school diploma experienced 28% unemployment rate. These statistics are quite undeniable. With inflation growing at 2 to 4% every year, and typically earnings, salaries are staying static for the most part, the threshold is only rising for poverty. Now, which life would you rather lead? Obviously, these are two ends of the spectrum. Okay? You have a homeless person, and you have someone living off very hot, probably enjoying the good life. Okay? For someone living in poverty, everyone else might as well be that person living in the yacht. It's something that they think they will never attain. It's quite sad. On to my last point, college graduates experience a higher level of success and opportunity. This is kind of the natural progression from my first 2 points. If a person earns a higher income and has a better quality of life, it's safe to assume that they will have a higher level of success and opportunity. According to College Atlas, the college education affords students a greater ability to think analytically and gives them the discipline to see a task through from beginning to end, which are two very highly desirable qualities for an employee to have. I have learned in the past 10 years that working with a high school diploma only opens so many doors. A multitude of additional doors could be opened with a bachelor's degree, my associate's degree now, master's, PhD. I've currently been applying for different jobs, and most of which I've been turned down for because of my lack of education. This is one job posting. This is with Towers Watson in Philadelphia. Pensions benefits analyst. It's an entry-level position. If you look down here, minimum education, high school diploma. Okay. This email at the very next day stating that I was not qualified for this position because what I'm guessing is, undoubtedly, that many of the other applicants probably had bachelor's degrees already or years of experience in applying for an entry-level position. This has been happening for many, many years now because of the recession. Many people are going back to school, getting higher degrees. One person in HR told me that before the recession, the stack of resumes here could have a high school diploma, whereas here would be a master's degree. Now it's flip-flopped. Okay, so there's actually more people overeducated for the most part because of the recession, because of people being out of work. With fewer jobs available to high school graduates, it's becoming more difficult to find opportunities that will lead to long-term success. I hope that I've been able to offer some insight as to the importance of a higher education. In addition to higher income, college graduates benefit from a better quality of life and a higher level of success and opportunity. It takes perseverance, but it's well worth it in the long run. In the movie Jerry Maguire, Renee Zellweger plays Dorothy Boyd. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the movie at all. Okay, but there's a scene in the movie where her and her son are on a plane, and her son Ray asks his mother, "What's wrong?" And she looks up towards first class cabin. She says, "First class, that's what's wrong. It used to be a better meal, now it's a better life." This quote kind of translates to the difference between high school diploma graduates versus college graduates. It used to mean a college degree offered a higher paying job. Now it seems that it's offering a higher quality of life. Thank you very much.